皆様、おはようございます。はじめまして。私は Google 株式会社のピーター・フィッツジェラルドと申します。本日は Google for Mobile にお越しいただき、誠にありがとうございます。You may be able to tell from my accent that I'm not from here. I am from the United States, but I've been working over the last 16 years in digital and e-commerce at companies like Google and Amazon in the US, in Europe, and just recently in Japan. Right before I came to Japan, I was the country sales director in the United Kingdom and Ireland. And I've only been here for the last 4 months with my family, but I absolutely love being in Japan, love living in Tokyo. It's an amazing country, and I'm just so delighted to have you all here today and really excited about what we're going to be doing. So the other thing that's really been fascinating to me about Japan is just this mixture between old and new. Thousands of years of culture on the one hand, and then some of the most amazing technology and innovation on the other side, from the Shinkansen to karaoke machines. It's unbelievable. So I think today our event captures this contrast quite well. Japan, as I've mentioned, you know, if you think about mobile phones, it had Keitai well before other countries. People were sending emails on phones long before I even had a BlackBerry. But in the smartphone era, Japan, like some other countries, the businesses, agencies, all of us are playing catch-up to consumer behavior. We're in probably the most advanced market for mobile consumer behavior in the world. And so I thought I'd share a few stats, though, before coming back to Japan about Asia, because Asia is really becoming the center of the world because of this smartphone revolution. And as you can see, if you look at smartphone penetration, Asia leads the rest of the world. If you look at how many searches are done every given day or every week, we're doing many more searches each week on mobile devices than anywhere else in the world. Shopping, this is incredible. 22% of the time each week, people in Asia buy something on their mobile phones. It might not surprise you, but look at that compared to Europe and the Americas at only 5%. And if it's on maps, we get on more through our mobile devices. If you think about video, we spend more time watching videos on mobile devices and for longer periods of time. Japan is also among the top 3 revenue markets globally for Google Play. So, we were on the metro this morning coming to the event, and almost everyone was on their mobile devices like this picture. And you can see that now, most of our media consumption time, the majority of it, is digital. It's 51% of the time. We spend 135 minutes, so over 2 hours a day, on our mobile devices. And this is more than we spend watching TV. So, this shift to the smartphone is by far the biggest trend and the most important trend right now, I would say, not just in digital, but for business overall. This smartphone revolution has changed how we all live and how we all act as consumers, and in very much every way, you're in control as the consumer. So I really believe the businesses that have great interactions with people on their phones will be those that win. And things have really changed. We used to go home, we got on the internet through a computer, and we spent these long periods of time. Now it's happening in short bursts where you need to get somewhere, you need to buy something. We call them micro moments. It's a more complex, fragmented picture of what consumers are doing, but the opportunity for all of us in the room, for Japanese businesses, is immense, because we're just very much at the early and slow stages of this. So getting mobile right, winning these micro moments, is what today is all about. Today, you're going to hear from a wide range of Google experts, as well as Japanese brands, creators, who have already embraced mobile. And we're going to focus on these 3 areas that we announced at our I/O conference: develop, engage, and earn. So we want to provide holistic support at each of these stages. So develop. You need to figure out how to develop your app in the right way, obviously. So we have the developer relations team. We have Cloud team, Google Maps team, Google Play team, all here to support you on getting your app to work well on mobile and on Android. We also have great companies like Awa and Cyber Agent who will share their best practices. On Engage, as you know, you need to grow and develop relationships with your customers, with your consumers. You need to deepen the engagement. So we have Googlers here today that will talk to you about AdWords, analytics, YouTube. We also have the Play team here talking to you about how you can use the Play Store to really up your engagement. Also very excited to have Sega Games here today who will share their best practices. And finally, on Earn. You need to earn money to keep your business going and growing. So we have our AdMob team, we have our Google Play team again here to share tips on how to make money on both your apps and your ads. And finally, we have guest speakers from Square Annex, from TransLimit, that will share what they're learning and their best practices. So incredibly exciting, and we have 28 sessions for you to choose from. So I hope today will be both informative and fun. So thank you, and honjitsu wa arigatou gozaimashita.